Ghost here, and today we are back in the shop. A little echoey. Hello, you're awesome. Cool. Need a haircut. It's getting kind of shaggy, but all the hair salons or barbershops, whatever you call them, is closed. But got a nice little workbench going on back here right now, so we have a little place to actually work and everything. Still got some more work to do, but we got to get a vlog out. So I actually picked up a new set of headlights for the Cummins. And a lower bumper there where the chrome is, it's kind of dented. I've got another one of those supposed to be coming in tomorrow. It's supposed to be today, but I don't know. So it's coming in tomorrow, but I got new headlights, and I've got the other intake elbow for the Cummins. I'll show you that. We got to install that too. The cold air intake and stuff, when like I'm going up a mountain or something, and it's at a pretty good pull, you can hear that turbo sing. Absolutely love it. That turbo silencer removal and intake. Perfect. I love how it sounds now. It does sound pretty mean and everything. Anyways, let me go ahead and grab the box and we'll open it up and see what the headlights look like. Daggone spider web. Alright, so this is what the new headlights look like. I'm not going to unwrap them because if I do, I'll completely scratch them, but they are smoked and everything. Somebody said, am I going to do custom headlights? Maybe eventually, build them myself and everything, but I think this would be pretty good right now. We'll kind of go with the smoke look. So these are headlights going in, and then we'll have the black bumper down below. We are basically blacking the truck out because when I paint it, we're not going to have no chrome or anything, so I think these look pretty good. Now let me go ahead and grab the elbow. Let's get the little place. Let me go ahead and grab the elbow for the intake. Alright, for the next box, we have the elbow for the intake, if you can see that. Nice, shiny and everything. We could put this on, but we're probably not going to do it today. But we got all this, and it came with the hardware and stuff. So we're going to replace the stock OEM one with this. Pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and put all this back up. And what we're going to do is we'll go ahead and get started. Also, by the way, I've got this right here, a little dusty, but HID kit for the headlights. So we'll have HIDs for them. It's only the low beam. I didn't get the high beam. No, let's see. Yeah, I only got the low beam. I didn't get the high beam. Eventually I might get the high beam, but those are just the low beam. So that's fine with me because usually those are pretty good. I'll use my high beams anyways because I always forget to turn them off, and then everybody starts whining, complaining, flashing their lights will have me. Crazy thing is, when I drive Katie's Durango, they flash the lights anyways because the lights are so bright. These new vehicles, they look like they've got like 10 to 12K HIDs in them, but they're really just stock, which they might be like that, but they're OEM from factory. All right, so what are we doing now? Right now, we are going to be, this is an old iBus actually. The only iPad I have, I bought it and never used it. And I was like, you know what, we should put that and that. And you know what, people say, oh, you're ricing out whatever. That's my truck, so we're going to do what I like. We don't do that. All right, so today we're going to be making a holder for this iPad. So we're going to get started. I got to get everything together. Went to Walmart before they quarantined everything. Got some fiberglass rails. I think I got more of this around here, but I always like keep stuff on hand so when you need it and everything like that. Those stick tape's good for routering and stuff. But I kept that, and I bought this a long time ago. This is, the devil makes this, I'm telling you. So itchy. But it's little, basically fine ground up pieces of that. Now you can do it yourself, but this is actually pretty ground up. It's fast chop. It's a 1/4 of the inch chopped fiberglass. Basically what we're going to do is we'll make a, I don't want to scratch that. Let me get something to put this out. Alright, so basically what we're going to do is, I already scratched it already. Got that rose gold. I don't even know why I bought this for. I just bought it because I wanted an iPad and I never use it anyways. What we're going to do is we're going to tape this up real good. I got some painter's tape. I got bigger painter tape, probably use that. We're going to tape this up, and what we'll do is we'll tape it up with blue tape real good. I've got some other Brazilian carnauba wax. This stuff's like $10, but I only use it for when I'm doing molds and stuff. So once we put the tape on it, we'll put the wax on it. It's like a mold release. Then we'll use this and some bigger strands, put on this, and we'll make sure to overlap, come down like that, and we're going to make a holder for this. Basically, a plate. Now you can buy these like holders and stuff online. They're like 250 bucks to 300. I mean, that's good if you want to make your own, but like 200 to $300, that's like more truck parts besides having to do this. So we're going to do this, and then I'm going to end up molding that into my center bezel. I have my old center bezel somewhere. I've literally walked by it a million times, but yet when I go to get it for a video to show, hey, this is how we're going to do it, I can't find it. But the only thing is, we are going to have to move the air conditioning controls down in the cummins and stuff. But we're going to go ahead and make this mold. We're not, well, I mean, I guess the tray mold. But we're going to go ahead and do that. So, got me a piece of cardboard. Got some paint brushes. These are just empty water bottles I just cut. Now, in a perfect world, I would have gloves. So I'm going to try to find some gloves. It's not, that stuff gets all over your hand. It's really bad. So, we're going to tape up the front of this. You can see, tape up the front so we really don't scratch it, and then we have to take up the back. So basically we're taping up all of this, and the better your tape job, the better it is, because once you put the matting on, but the matting for some reason you can't really get the curve, so you couldn't put it there. That's why we got the little fibers we're going to put there. So around the edges we'll do the fibers, and then we got the big pack that I'll cut a couple, you know, basically pieces align this. So when we put the tape in the mold release, basically it won't hurt this. And then we'll have it on front, so we won't go on front either. But once we do the mold release and stuff, after all this dries, we'll be able to pick it up and it'll peel off of here really good. It'll be hard and strong because we'll put a couple layers on it and everything. So let's go ahead and start taping this up. So we got this all taped up, looks good. One of the things we went across, and then this way. I'm trying to set the camera up so you can see it pretty good and everything. Okay, so we went this way and we went this way. We're good. We taped up the edges. The front is taped, that's in. So we are good. It should be all good to go. I have the carnauba wax. Put it on with a turtle wax sponge. $10 for this, but they don't give you a can of it. I mean, they don't give you a sponge. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put this on. So that way, wherever we put that resin and stuff, it should pop off of this blue tape pretty good. So we're going to give it probably 2 or 3 coats. This is basically air mold release. We'll let it dry a little bit and then we'll put another coat. I think we're going to put a little bit on here also. Right on the front. Though if it does get there, it should be easy to get off. Alright, we're going to let that dry probably for about 2 or 3 minutes, and we'll put another coat on it. The more you put on, it should leave like a little white film on it. The more you put on it and when it dries. So I think this is going to be our second coat. I think that's going to be good. I think we're not going to put any more. I think that'll be pretty good because we loaded it down on there. So we're going to let that dry for about 2 or 3 minutes, and we'll start mixing up some resin and get to the crappy part. Alright, so we let this dry for about, I think, maybe about 15 minutes. As you can see, good to go. We got a nice little coat. Now, I was looking for gloves, couldn't find any, but then I realized Katie bought a little resin set to do kind of art stuff, and I was reading on the box and it said it had protective gloves. Guess who has 2 protective gloves? It only cost $10 for the art set, but I'm using the gloves, so we're going to use these. What we're going to do is we'll end up opening this up, cutting a couple, probably 2 or 3 pieces that fit this, and then around the edges, we will be using this. And what we'll do is we'll take our brush, paint around it, and then just, you know, sprinkle a little bit of good on it. So, whew, this stuff will make you itch. Look at that. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and get ready, and we'll fill up our little cup with some resin and get a smaller brush, and we should be good to go. So I've got these. I've got a couple strands here we can break apart when we need them. All right, got the cardboard because you don't want to get on your table, because when you get the stuff on your table, it's hard to get off. Now we can always mix up some more. I'm going to put some resin on this iPad. So we're going to let this dry. I do got one more piece. We're going to put that on there, and we'll probably put a little bit more of that. Just do 2 layers. That should be pretty good. But we're going to let that dry. Probably sit it out in the sun for just a little bit, and we'll come back to that. Alright, so it's been, how long do you think it's been?
Not even 30 minutes.
Not even 30 minutes. Really? Probably about 15. 15, 20 minutes. I had it sitting in the sun, which it comes and goes. But we're already good here, as you see. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some like rough, maybe like 80 grit sandpaper or something. And then go around the edges here so we don't have anything sticking up. Then after that, I'm going to throw this on here with a little bit more of this. But good thing is fiberglass loves sticking to itself. So I'll just go ahead and we'll throw a little bit on there, and we'll do that and basically try to make it smooth, because we won't no sharp edges or anything, because if you get those sticking up, they got resin on it, it will pierce through your skin. Like if you see in one part of the video, I jerked a little bit because I felt that goes through the gloves. So, I mean, fiberglass that's stupid. But good mix up. So I'm going to sand this down a little bit, and then we're going to mix another batch of resin, throw that on here, and pour that, and we'll let that dry. And I think that will probably be pretty good for this, and then we can break it apart and see how sturdy it is, if we need to add any more. But like I said, it's just something for the iPad to sit down in. Probably about the same as the amount we had last time. Got my trusty mixing pencil. Always gotta have the mixing pencil. Like I said, I'd rather have more than this than need it, and basically just need to know how much to put in it. It says on the back, but I've done this so much a lot of times, like, yeah. I think we might need to mix a little more. I think we'll be alright for now. Put the gloves on. These are some cheap old gloves, but as of right now, I don't think you'll be able to find the good gloves or anything with all this going on. So this will do us. So put this back over there. Move our magic mixing pencil. That's what makes it. That's the magic mixing pencil. Mixing pencil. Mixing pencil. Never mind. That's the magic pencil. Golly, I can't even speak. Got all this good. Doesn't look like a lot now, but once it hardens, we'll pull the iPad out. I'll sand it down, and we'll put this on the saw and basically cut it better and everything and make it look good, so it look like an extra kit. But we're going to sit this over out in the sun again and wait another probably 15-20 minutes, and hopefully it dries good. Alright, so we are ready to pull this apart. Now I don't want to get too close to the iPad with the actual screwdriver, so we're going to cut it kind of close, because a lot of this is just extra resin. Ta-da-da! And we got everything. Now we'll probably have to put a little bit more on it. Like I said, it'll probably harden up a little bit more. The question is their iPad okay? Now it's going to have some tape residue we're going to have to clean off. Ta-da! We're good. We got a little bit of tape residue we got to clean off. So our iPad is good. It didn't break. And I'm going to have to go in here and clip it. So this will be a perfect holder. So, and then we'll probably put this on the bandsaw and just cut that a little bit. Alright, so we have the holder. It still catches a little bit because of the button. I think if we put it in this way, we should be alright. So here's this, and then, okay. So this is where the button is. So I need to put a arrow for, that's the way it's supposed to be. So basically, take your iPad, put it in there. You can have it sitting in your dash, whatever, and they'll come out. Now, how we're gonna hold it is we're gonna put some magnets. I've seen a couple people do this and stuff. Basically, I'm just making my own little kit that I've seen people make kits of, just to use on like my personal vehicle and everything like that. So I'm not gonna have a battery thing or anything because we can just charge it when we're you know, at the house or whatever. So I really don't need that. But I'm gonna go ahead and cut the edges here. Now basically what I did was, the edges are gonna be this thick. I just lined the square up to the inside edges. So basically we'll have a small little lip on this side. I sanded some of it down so it's pretty flush and everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this on the bandsaw. Alright, so we went ahead and trimmed it down a little bit. I sanded it back a little bit. Like I said, we'll be mounting this on there. And I'm not worried about having a big thick ledge because we're going to basically mold this into it. I'll probably glue pieces back here to glue to our actual bezel. But here it is. Just like so. And then, like I said, we'll probably do magnets or something to hold this in. I'm not really worried about the charging or anything like that. And I'll fix it so basically we can just unlock it by the button like that. I think that's really all we need. Alright, so if you really don't understand what we're doing, we're putting the iPad here, which is going to fit pretty good. These knobs won't be there, so it'll be flush against that. The knobs are actually, I'm going to move down here. I think I'm going to have to cut that hole out farther. But the knobs will be down here. This will be up here. So basically we'll have the iPad sitting there. Now I might actually get another iPad that has a black bezel. Kind of wish this had black. I don't know if you can you get different color bezels?
I don't know.
If not, we'll put a sticker.
I've never had an iPad.
We'll put a sticker over it. Anyways, it'll be basically just like that mounted there. I think it'll look pretty good. For the radio, for we're going to do Bluetooth, I don't know where I'm going to put the radio. I can put the radio behind there, or I've seen some people put it in the glove box, but I don't know yet where we're going to do the radio, because again, the iPad has to Bluetooth to the radio. I'm going to build a console here one day, so I might end up doing that. But I know it's like, we kind of skipped a gun on building this, but like I said, it's like I didn't have a lot planned for today, and I've been thinking about this, so we built it. That is going to do it for this vlog. I know it's kind of short, but we did get a little bit of work done today. We kind of got a late start and everything, but like I said, once everything else gets in, we'll start working on different things. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you punch that subscribe button. This is Ghost, and I will see you for the next one.